Do you feel like your home is slowly filling up with things? You buy a few storage boxes, organize everything, and for a while the house looks perfect. But then a few weeks later, those boxes are full again, and you started wondering, where did all this stuff come from? In Japan, many calm and organized homes follow a strictly different idea. Instead of finding more places to store everything, they often ask a simpler question: do I really need to keep this at all? Today, we are looking at 15 things that many Japanese people tend to avoid keeping at home. Some of them might be sitting in your closet, some might be in your kitchen, some could be near your front door, and a few might be things you have been keeping for years without even thinking about them. Stay until number 15 because at the end I will give you a simple Japanese style home reset test that can help you decide what to remove first. And don't forget to keep an eye on number 7 because there is a good chance you have it somewhere in your home right now. Clothes never wear. Let's start with something almost everyone has: clothes we haven't worn in months or sometimes years. Maybe it's a shirt that doesn't fit anymore. Maybe it's a dress you bought for one occasion. Or maybe it's something you keep thinking, I will wear this someday. But that someday never seems to come. The problem is not one unused shirt, it's when 10, 20, or even 50 pieces slowly fill your wardrobe. Many Japanese homes focus on keeping clothes that are actually worn and useful because a smaller wardrobe does not just save space, it also makes getting dressed much easier. Sometimes the easiest way to organize your closet is simply to stop storing clothes you don't use. Second one, too many duplicate items. Now look inside your kitchen. How many similar things do you have? Three spatulas, several water bottles, multiple pairs of scissors, five containers that all seem to do the same job. You probably don't even remember buying some of them. One useful item is enough. But when duplicates keep entering the house, drawers become crowded and finding things become harder. So before buying another one, ask yourself, do I already own something that does the same job? You might already have the answer sitting in your kitchen drawer. Third one, broken things you keep for later. This one is surprisingly common: a broken clock, a damaged charger, a chair that needs fixing, a small appliance that stopped working, and you tell yourself, I will repair it someday. But months pass and it's still sitting there. If something has been broken for a long time and you haven't made any real plan to repair it, it might simply be taking up space. Here, the goal is not to throw away everything that breaks. It's to stop turning I will fix it someday into permanent storage. Number 4. Furniture you don't really use. Sometimes we think our home needs more furniture to feel complete. Another chair, another side table, a cabinet, a small shelf. But furniture takes up physical space every single day. And if you are barely using it, that space is being wasted. Japanese inspired homes often value open space. A smaller room with fewer useful pieces can actually feel much larger and calmer. So, before adding another piece of furniture, ask, what problem is this actually solving? If the answer is nothing, maybe you don't need it. Number 5. Too many decorations. A small plant can make a room beautiful. A painting can add personality. A few meaningful decorations can make a house feel like home. But when every shelf, table, wall, and corner has something sitting on it, the room can start feeling crowded. And here is the interesting part: you might not even notice it anymore. You have seen those objects every day for years. But remove a few of them, and suddenly the room feels bigger, sometimes Calm doesn't come from adding something beautiful. It comes from giving the beautiful things enough space to breathe. Number 6. Old newspapers and magazines. Now think about the pile of old newspapers and magazines. Maybe you keep them because you haven't finished reading them. Or maybe you think you will look through them later. But then another week passes, then another month, and suddenly there is a whole stack sitting in the corner. The information inside may already be outdated, and the pile is taking up valuable space. Instead of allowing paper to quietly accumulate, many organized homes deal with it regularly. Read what you need, keep what is genuinely useful, and let the rest go. Because clutter doesn't always look like objects, sometimes it's just piles of paper. Here is the next point which you're waiting for: expired food. Now, let's open the refrigerator. You might find something hiding at the back that you completely forgot about. An old sauce, a forgotten jar, something past its expiry date, or food you bought with good intentions but never actually used. This kind of clutter is especially easy to ignore because it's hidden behind other things. Regularly checking your refrigerator and pantry can prevent food from slowly becoming waste. Before buying more groceries, take a quick look at what you have already. You may discover that you don't need another bottle because there are already two sitting behind it. Number 8. Too many plastic bags. There is another one that grows without us noticing. You bring home a few shopping bags, then another few arrive. You think, I will keep them, they might be useful someday. And before you know it, one entire drawer is full of plastic bags. Keeping a few reusable bags makes sense, but keeping dozens just because they might be useful is a different story. If you already have more bags than you could realistically use, it's probably time to reduce the collection because just in case can create a surprising amount of clutter. Number 9. Unused kitchen gadgets. Have you ever bought a kitchen gadget because it looked amazing? Maybe a special slicer, a fancy coffee machine, a small appliance that promised to make cooking easier. You used it once, maybe twice, and then it disappeared into a cabinet. Months later, you discover it again. This is why it's worth asking before buying a new gadget, will I actually use this regularly? Because an appliance is not saving space just because it makes one task easier. If it spends 99% of its life inside a cabinet, it's probably not helping much. Number 10. Shoes they never wear. Now, look at your entrance. How many pairs of shoes are sitting there? Some may be your everyday shoes, some might be for special occasions, and some you probably haven't worn in years. Shoes take up more space than we realize, especially near the entrance. And when too many pairs are piled together, even a clean entrance can look messy. Keeping the shoes you actually wear makes the space easier to maintain. And when you come home, the first thing you see is a cleaner, calmer entrance. Number 11. Old receipts and unnecessary papers. Here is the one that almost nobody thinks about: receipts. You buy something, put the receipt somewhere safe, and forget about it. Then another receipt arrives, then another. Soon you have a drawer full of tiny pieces of paper. Some are important, many aren't. The same thing happens with old bills, instructions, expired documents, and random notes. Instead of keeping every piece of paper forever, regularly ask, do I actually need this? If you don't, why give it a permanent place in your home? Number 12. Products bought just because they are on sale. This is very important. This one can actually save you money as well as space. Imagine walking through a store. You see something marked 50% off. Wow, you are excited, right? It looks like a great deal. So you buy it. But wait, here is the question. Would you have bought it if it was not on sale? Here, answer it genuinely. If the answer is no, you didn't really save money. Actually, you spent money on something you did not want. And now that product has to live somewhere in your home. A discount does not automatically make something useful. Sometimes the best deal is the thing you decide not to buy. Number 13. Excess toiletries. Now open your bathroom cabinet. You might find several shampoos, multiple lotions, off used creams, old bottles, products you bought because you wanted to try something new. But when too many products accumulate, the cabinet becomes difficult to organize. Instead of constantly buying new products, try using what you already have first. Finish one bottle before opening another whenever possible. You don't need a bathroom full of products to keep it clean and comfortable. Sometimes less simply makes everything easier. Number 14. Gifts they don't actually use. Oops, this one can be difficult. Someone gives you a gift. You appreciate the person, you appreciate the thought behind it, but maybe you don't actually use the item. So it sits in a cupboard. Then it moves to a drawer, and eventually you completely forget about it. Keeping a gift forever is not the only way to appreciate the person who gave it to you. The memory and the object are two different things. If something has been sitting unused for years, it might be worth asking, am I keeping this because I love it or because I feel guilty letting it go? Number 15. Sentimental clutter. And finally, the hardest category of all, things we keep because they remind us of the past. Old cards, childhood objects, school notebooks, tickets, souvenirs, photographs. Small things that don't have much practical value but carry a memory. Here, the problem begins when every memory becomes an object that must be stored forever. You don't have to throw away your memories, but you also don't have to keep every physical object connected to them. Keep the things that genuinely mean something to you. You can photograph some of the others and let go of what no longer has a place in your life. Because memory lives with us not only inside boxes. The last one, the Japanese home reset test. Now, here is the simple test I promised you. Pick up one item in your home and ask yourself three questions. Do I use it? Do I truly need it? Would I buy it again today? If the answer to all three is no, that's probably the first thing you should remove. So friends, if you like this video, please subscribe, share and like it.